Brought to you by Duralast.
Brake pulls are a common problem that are usually easy to pinpoint, but they can be frustrating if you're not properly diagnosing the problem. A brake pull occurs when the braking forces are unequal between the front wheels. The difference causes the vehicle to veer to the side that has the greatest amount of friction generated. Replacing parts based on guesswork only costs you time and money. Verifying the cause with an established diagnostic routine turns brake pulls into simple, profitable repairs, saving you time, parts, and money, and most importantly, your customers. Before a test drive, don't forget to check the basics: tire pressure, tread depth and condition, and look for mismatched tire sizes. Any of these can cause a constant pull or one that's most noticeable during braking. Keep in mind that brake pulls can come from the front brakes, rear brakes, or sometimes not from the brakes at all. Tires themselves can also be the source of a brake pull due to difference in construction or internal problems. If you suspect this, try swapping the tires on an axle to see if the pull changes direction. Loose or worn steering or suspension components can also cause a pull. If the steering wheel position changes when you step on the brakes and again when you release them, this is a tip-off that something is loose in the suspension or steering, and you can typically hear it and feel it too. On the test drive, note the severity of the pull. Stuck or dragging calipers are a common cause even when the brakes are not applied. Try this as part of your diagnostic routine. Stop in a safe location, place the vehicle in park, and step down firmly on the brake pedal for a few seconds. Get back on the road, and if the pull is worse, a stuck caliper piston or binding caliper guide pins are most likely the problem. Back in the shop, walk around the car and compare the heat emanating from each wheel. A non-contact infrared thermometer can be a big help here. If one rotor is drastically hotter than the others, you've found a brake problem, not a suspension or steering problem. An often misdiagnosed cause of a pull is a collapsed brake hose. Even if the hose looks okay on the outside, the inner liner can cause a restriction. A brake hose problem like this can take two forms. First, it can act like a restrictor in the line. Second, it can act like a check valve. When a hose is restricted, the car will pull to the opposite side upon initial application, then typically balance out. Because a caliper needs a relatively large volume of fluid to move the piston, the side with the restricted hose will apply later than the one with the good hose. When a hose acts like a check valve, fluid will freely flow into the caliper when applying the brakes, but it will not return to the master cylinder once the pedal is released. This can mimic a stuck piston, as the caliper will fail to fully release. If you suspect this, open the bleeder screw. If the wheel releases immediately, you've identified a collapsed hose. If not, remove and inspect the caliper. Either the piston is seized in the bore of the caliper, or the mounting hardware or caliper pins are preventing the caliper from releasing. Depending on the type of caliper, this may affect just the outboard or both inboard and outboard pads. A tip-off here is the relative thickness of the pads. On a typical single piston floating caliper design, if the outer pad is worn more than the inner, the caliper hardware is most likely the cause. Inspect the guide pin boots for cracks or tears, and inspect the guide pins for rust, corrosion, and proper lubrication. To check the piston, open the bleeder screw and attempt to push the piston back into its bore, but be prepared to catch the brake fluid. Opening the bleeder screw when pushing the piston back is a best practice to avoid forcing old fluid and contaminants back through the ABS module and into the master cylinder. However, if you're not able to open the bleeder, remove the cap from the master cylinder reservoir and remove excess fluid to prevent spillage. You should be able to push the piston fully into its bore smoothly and easily without binding. If it binds and cannot be fully compressed, replace or rebuild the caliper. If the hardware is corroded or seized, repair or replace it. And if the caliper shows any additional signs of wear, such as a torn piston dust boot, it's best to recommend a pair of replacement calipers. Some techs might be tempted to pinch off a brake hose with vice grips or other tools for diagnostic purposes. While this may work, use caution because it can permanently damage the hose, collapse the inner liner, and create a new problem that only adds mystery to the diagnosis. If you must block off a line, buy or fabricate block-off plugs, or use pinch-off pliers or brake hose clamps that are specifically designed for the task. Thanks for watching.